Mentioned to us yesterday that he was familiar with you from the amateurs. Are you as familiar with him as he thinks he is with you?
In amateur, he a little bit older, and so we never met in amateur. I know him only when I came here. I know him after he fight with Bernard Hopkins because I was in training camp with Bernard. That's how I know Sergey, and I start following him after this.
What type of, has Bernard given you some tips that you can share with us? You don't have to give us all the secrets, but can you give us maybe one that he gave you since he's fought Kovalev before?
I talk a lot with Bernard, and he's teach me. He tell me a lot of good things, but it's same. It's my secret.
What do you expect from Kovalev in the ring? Do you have any expectation of how he's going to come towards you?
No, we'll see November 25th.
Do you think you can knock out Kovalev?
We'll see.
How do you feel fighting for the first world title?
I feel great.
Has training camp changed in any way?
We started to work more.
Now, you're the younger guy. I think you have about 3 inches height and reach advantage. Is that a key factor coming in, fight night?
I mean, I think we're gonna use whatever we have to our advantage. Whether it's our distance, our height, our power. I mean, I think that both fighters have great power, and we have been working in a lot of things. Like I said, Coach Nico's helped a lot in this training camp with a lot of the transitions that we're doing with Slava. A lot more defense, a lot more quicker feet, a lot more speed. Not only focusing on power, but just mixing it all up. I think you guys are gonna see a whole different and a lot better Shabranskyy in this fight.
Is there anything you take away from that second fight against Underwood where he was able to stop him?
I mean, I just think styles make fights. I have nothing to take away from Kovalev. I know he's a great fighter, and I know he's coming to fight, and so are we. So, we'll see November 25th.
Shabranskyy, and having seen Ward, who's not even the biggest puncher in his division, he doesn't have many knockouts. He was able to hurt him. Do you think that gives you a good opportunity to probably land a big punch and can hurt him during the fight at some point? Can you feed off that? That he can be hurt?
Every fight is different, so we'll see. If I have some chance, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, we're not looking for a chance. We're looking to go in there and conquer, what we're working so hard to do, and it's win. I mean, whether it's a knockout, whether it's a decision, I mean, we've been working extremely hard, and he's going to be ready.
Can you talk about sparring? I know you were WC champion Benavidez. How much did he bring to the table as far as fighting similar to Sergey Kovalev?
I mean, Benavidez is he's a great fighter. He brings a lot of speed, a lot of power. He throws, a lot of punches at a time, puts a lot of pressure. Like I said, we also was sparring a new crowned Bivol too that just won the world title at the light heavyweight. So I mean, we've been having great sparring, that has helped Slava a lot.
And what message do you have to the Ukrainian fans who are going to come out to the fight on this November 25th?
Speak Ukraine?
Yeah, sure.
Дорогие друзья, всем большой привет. У меня бой ноябрь 25-го. Приходите, поддерживайте. Я постараюсь сделать все возможное и невозможное в этом бою.
You want to translate?
Yeah, sure.
That's it. He's just happy for everybody to come out, and he's in there to put a great show.
Is that really what he said?
No.
All right, thank you.
Cool. Tell the fans where to follow you.
I already said.
What's your social media? Where they can follow you? Shabranskyy?
Oh, just Shabranskyy.
Oh, for me, it's L-Estrellita .01.
What do you do during your downtime? When you finish training for the day, like since you're in camp, what do you do just to relax? What do you do in your downtime?
I have 2 kids. I never realized. So they always train me like I always train it.
It's part of his training, you know, to keep up with the kids as well.
Boys, girls?
Boy and girls.
Are they trying to box too? Do they box each other?
No, they're friends. They love each other. But like my son, he's 2 years old, but and my daughter, she's 5, and my son already more weight like my daughter. He's heavyweight. So.
Shabranskyy, you guys had the international media call, and they asked you if you were afraid of. I mean, you said, "I'm not afraid of anyone. I have wife and children." What did you mean by that? Just can you elaborate a little bit?
Kill.
It's just a joke.
Just a joke, right?
The Ukraine and Russia have a dispute in Ukraine where Russia has gone into the territory. And you're Ukrainian, obviously, and Kovalev is Russian. Is there anything behind that that maybe motivates you for this fight?
You know, I'm not really know what happened in Ukraine and between Russia, but for me it's boxing, it's sport, it's no matter where you're from, Russian, Ukraine, Mexican, American, everyone is like athletic and like should respect each other.
You gotta remember, wife is Russian, so.